I don't know why my Yeti mic isn't set as default, but I will need to do that. Welcome back, everybody. Sorry about that. I feel like every time my mic gets unplugged, it just resets everything. Physicist, welcome in. How are you today? Let's warm up with some rugby sketches. Do some impressionist stuff here. When's your birthday? Happy birthday. Another year around the sun. Yada yada yada. Something about death. I don't have the best luck with birthdays. So I hope your birthday goes amazingly well. Look at this shaggy little boy. That's great. The game is a functional, which is great. I have the little easy mode trial level set up so people can play test it. I played it last night all the way through, and I broke the shit out of it, so I have to adjust things I think before I send it out. Starting with a base damage of 1 really makes the game easy to spiral out of control, so we'll see how that goes. But for a first attempt, pretty happy with it. Gonna be working, but that's how it worked. Yeah. Yeah, I know how that goes. I'm one of the lucky people that my birthday will end up on a Saturday and Sunday, I think. I think it just cycles, right? I don't know how often that actually changes. Is it every 4 years it goes back? Your birthday can be on 4 different days. We're going to be on any day of the week. I feel like my birthday's been on every day of the week. We should look that up. Of course, what man?
Hello.
How's it going?
It goes.
Can your birthday be on any day of the week, or is it just cycle between a few?
I think it can be on any day of the week. Unless you're born on leap year, then it's probably limited it.
Yeah. There you go. It will cycle through all 7 days over a period of years due to the way leap years affect the calendar. Okay. It takes 28 years. 28 years to go through every day of the week. That's impressive. Alright, we drew some scrub bees. We're going to put them over here in the corner. We only have 6 suggestions today, so we'll see how that goes. I take a week off, and like no one comes back. It's great. It's terrifying, and that's why people burn out on YouTube real fast. We'll get them back. We'll get everybody back. I just gotta like draw some boobage or something, and that usually draws everyone back in.
Yep.
1. A Grand Ranger with grafted wooden antlers and a large leaf-like wings, wielding a large glaive. Okay. Grafted.
Really, my suggestion?
I think that is your suggestion. We were talking about that, right?
Yeah.
Grand are great. Does it need boobas? That's the question.
No, because I imagine this one being more masculine.
That's fair.
Male presenting.
I had this rule I did for a long time. I mean, like, not really a rule, but like anytime I would draw an Efreet or a Garan, I would always draw them as female looking, because I think it's more interesting. Because I like it. I need to learn how to draw antlers more.
Really up.
Antlers are weird. Gotta go in some. No problem. We'll catch you later. I feel like the antlers are kind of the important part, so maybe we shrink this down a little bit. Get a good antler shape in here. Draw him like a moose. I didn't like, when we talked about this, like the thought of the Garan grafting stuff to themselves. I was like, yeah, gross. Then I thought about it. I'm like, he grafts stuff to trees all the time, so maybe that's not.
Yeah.
Weird. It's like it wouldn't be. It's wooden antlers, right? It's not like moose antlers.
Yeah. Yeah. I specified like grafting plants.
Yeah. I've grafted a squirrel to that tree with a nail gun. It's like, what's wrong with you? Get help. Now, mind you, if you actually grafted that and you had some kind of squirrel tree, like, I'd be impressed, but don't do that. Like, that's not how it works.
That's just hurting / killing a squirrel.
Yeah. Nobody wants that.
Nope.
What was the other weird thing about this guy?
It was just
Sort of.
they were going to be kind of like not
What class were they? I think that's what I forgot.
a ranger.
Ranger, okay. More hood than armor, then.
I mean, when I made them, I put them in like a wooden breastplate because that's type of armor in Pathfinder.
Yeah, we can do that. If we ever get tons of YouTube money where I can buy more tools, we might do some wood carving. That'd be really fun. I want to do another. I recorded the entire process of making my last mask, but it was such a pain in the ass that I didn't turn it into a video. Not a fan. Not a fan of resin mold making. But I might do more sculpting. That could be fun. Problem is, if I put up a camera, there's a very good chance little monster gremlin will try to eat it. Hope everybody's having a good week. It is Wednesday. We are doing the viewer suggestion. If you have not suggested something on the community post, you're very welcome to post it in chat. We'll add it to the list. And we'll see what we can come up with here. How'd you like your dwarf?
I wish I didn't go north in the combat. I wish I stayed next to everyone.
Yeah. It was a numbers game. I was just gonna spawn so many zombies.
But again, like, Burning's character didn't need my help.
No. No, that was...
You gave them a broken sword.
That was really supposed to be more of a jump scare into a cursed item, so...
Yeah.
Really, it could have gone much slower had people not just like tromped all over the
yeah
tombs. I was gonna have your character kick it off if you'd touched Felix's.
Oh.
Necromancer.
Oh god, I just remembered I need to sit down and work on that.
You don't think about it too hard. Like, it's not supposed to be that
yeah,
big a deal.
I know. I was probably gonna like sit down and talk to you about it one day, like someday, just to get to figure out what you would need from it.
Yeah. The idea being that, like, your character just needs to... I mean, I don't know how Felix died, when Felix died, right? So, like, I can't really add much to it. Had you thought about that at all? Was he a past party member, or what?
Yeah, so I had imagined, like, he probably died, like, I don't know, 10, 15 years ago. Because doors do live a bit longer, so...
Did he just die of old age, or did he die in, like, a battle?
I wasn't super sure on yet. Because I didn't think I would need to think about that.
Sure. He's my best friend. I love him. How'd he die? I don't know.
There we go.
Heroes, welcome in. How are you today?
Also, hello, Druid. Sneaking in here.
Hi.
Druid, welcome in.
Sorry, I'm late. My computer decided to schedule a update without my notice.
Yeah, that'll happen.
You're not really late. But I'm going to
that's-
stream for like 16 minutes.
That's good.
Boy did not want to sleep.
We were kind of late. Well, not we. The child made the stream late.
Is everybody else having trouble sleeping because it's so freaking hot?
Yeah, essentially. It's finally cooling down today, so I have all the windows open, but The last few nights have been a little rough. There's something about Garan that just kind of want to be filled in. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I've always find them very difficult to draw.
Oh, I realize now that I put his eyes very low on his face. That's fine. we'll make it work. How are you? Don't know your opening streams? Yeah. Yeah, we do a stream every Wednesday and Friday. People are allowed to suggest their D&D characters. We put them on a list. Then the list gets rolled. Then we draw the ones that are picked by the dice gods. If you have a character you'd like drawn, let me know. We'll see what happens.
I won't be drawing with you today. I'm working on my own thing.
All right, fair enough. I was hoping to have the game demo out last night, but
Yeah.
I found some pretty weird
Some
bugs
bugs?
that I want to fix first. Well, then hopefully I can start doing some live streams where I'm just working on that. Or stupid, I'm using 3D. Nice. Using Blender or what's the other ones? I've used Autodesks. Ooh, what's it called? Can't remember anymore. Mudbox? Used to use Mudbox quite a bit. Got a little bit into ZBrush, but it was expensive, so I didn't have access to it all the time. But Blender's not terrible. Blender, nice.
As a classical sculptor, I feel bad that I don't know how to use Blender better.
I mean, you could learn. It's not hard.
I know, but I haven't, and that's why I feel bad.
That's fair.
I'm always very impressed by the stuff that Sampai posts, the 3D modeling creatures he does,
Yeah, those are really good.
and weapons and stuff.
Sampai does a really good job.
They're definitely detail-oriented, which I very much respect.
There's a lot of really cool opportunities and functionality that's available now for people having resin printers and access to Blender. Like, I'm surprised there's not there. It's a little bit of like the novelty of miniatures has gone out of the art community.
Yeah.
Because they're so accessible now. But I also
Yeah.
think like it's so available that it's awesome, and I think there's a good business for it, and when people do make a really good one, it's like amazing. Versus like if you actually started sculpting those things, like I think hand sculpted sculptures are kind of in their heyday now. Of oh, that's not printed. That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is it does not automatically save. Oh, that's a bummer. Of course, the other side of that is like Mudbox would constantly crash, so you needed it to autosave. Is that the same in Blender? What project you're working on?
Um, it's maps and um monster models for the Daggerheart one shot I'm doing. I think I'm gonna have to contact my table and tell them I probably am going to need to push it back a week, because like I am
Do you want to use
literally
the
hop
server?
skip I'm a hop skip and a jump away from having literally an entire module that could be published, and I don't think I will publish it, but like I'm kind of at a point where I feel invested enough that I'd like to get it done, and if we start playing it, then I know I won't actually finish it.
That's fair. I was talking to Corvus yesterday about Daggerheart, and it sounds batshit bananas to me. It seems so complicated.
We played Pathfinder 2nd Edition. I feel like it ain't that more complicated.
But Corvus,
Let me rephrase
like,
that. It feels arbitrarily complicated, like in ways that don't seem.
yeah.
It's like, but why would you do that? Why?
I agree with you, Rook. Pathfinder 2E is really complicated, but like at its base, it's very simple, right? So all of the complication you add on top of it, it feels like it makes sense because it's built on a foundation. Daggerheart just feels like a bunch of extra rules made up at an improv class for the hell of it.
That's an interesting way to look at it. I think it is. It's indicative of its time. Of we need to be not Dungeons and Dragons. And so I think people are really just trying to be as original as possible. And it's like, yeah, stick with what works, please. But
I do also think that Daggerheart actually plays very smoothly.
does it? Okay.
It's just on paper, it does feel more complicated than it should.
And that could very well be the case. We'll have to see.
Yeah, we will have to see. This is based entirely off of watching Critical Roleplay.
Yep. What am I missing for this guy?
I mean, I have been seeing a lot of, not a lot, but like, there have been several like live plays of it already that's been advertised to me on YouTube, so it has to be doing okay enough that they keep running out of books, the physical copies of books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
I I'll be honest, I'm not sure that that's indicative yet that it's a good system. It might just be because Critical Role has such a huge following. And their Let's Play got people really excited about it because it felt very much like a return to Campaign 1 and like the better parts of Campaign 2.
Where were we? I was watching something the other day. What was it? I didn't play Pathfinder. I've learned how before, but never had the chance to try it personally. Yeah, it's fun. I like it. Pathfinder's my favorite so far.
It really is just crunchier D&D, right? D&D with more rules and extra steps.
Yeah, I have no critique for Daggerheart yet. I only have book assumptions and that's it. So
Yeah.
whether or not they're doing something wrong, I have no idea.
Yeah. I have one legitimate critique, or a critique that I feel is legitimate based on my experience, and that is it really is, as we thought, it is very GM heavy. Like the GM really has to front load things.
Okay.
Or the publisher.
I kind of wonder if that'll be good for what's the old meme, like someone looks at my GM binder, it's completely empty.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like, I think it'll probably be pretty good for people that just kind of show up and make shit up, and it'll be really good for people that can plan, because it's designed in a way where the DM and the players have so much control over good and bad things happening. I don't think there's going to be a lot of like veering around, which I mean, improv can kind of cause that too. So maybe not. Who knows? But we'll see.
Yeah.
It seems so narrative driven. Is kind of where I'm going.
Yeah.
GG, welcome in. Welcome in. You are a DM. How does it feel? Yeah, yeah. I've not played it yet as a DM, so I've not played it. Period. But I haven't DM'd it. We'll have to see what Druid says, and we'll have to go from there.
Yeah. The other benefit is if I do actually like fully module out this thing that I've built for Daggerheart, it basically means that I can run it for any of you anytime you want to try.
I will say, I think part of your problem though, Druid, is that you decided to create your own campaign frame.
Yes, 100%.
Like,
But
people who are interested in Dragonheart, don't do what Druid did and make your own homebrewed setting.
yeah, but okay, you are correct, but also I do that for every single TTRPG that I start. I always build my own setting, and it has taken me as long for Daggerheart as it did for 2nd edition Pathfinder. So it's not really pared down any, for even compared to a really crunchy system in world building terms. And then the part of the thing that's actually taking me the longest is not actually building the setting, it's figuring out all of the encounter shit.
Yeah. I was gonna say, like, a good setting should really be workable in any game.
Yeah. So the like, I'm worried about encounter balance for monsters because there's not a lot of guide for how to adjust things.
Do it on the fly.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to.
You might be interested in learning as well, Druid, that they are releasing like a homebrewing book pamphlet thing.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
They were going to have it in the book, but they kept adding to that section.
Yep.
And it's like,
so
we
it
just need to make this. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that doesn't surprise me. That's good.
Have you ever ran any political intrigue sessions? Me, no. The closest I've come, I don't like dealing with politics in my games. I've run some underground, like, basically choose a faction and then deal with it. But it's really, really surface level. It doesn't really change much. So Druid's done a little more than that.
A little bit, but like, I don't have any table that will engage with political intrigue. Thank God, actually, because I don't know how to do it well either. But I do try to have political shit happening behind the scenes. For me, I do that specifically because I think it makes the world feel more legit. Well, I mean, if players choose to
Yeah.
be aware of it, at least.
My
But,
issue with political intrigue is the amount of kind of like front loading you have to do to get there. Because it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for a king to pull people off the street and be like, "You're our only hope, and or I need you to now command my armies." It's like, what? Why would no?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you either have to start as like an agent that could, or like a prince. Like you could do it that way. Like, okay, your family's part of this. But I usually avoid that kind of stuff because I very much like smaller, like town politics make a lot more sense. Individualized things.
Especially if your players are like legit mercenaries, your adventurers are actual mercenaries. Most mercenaries don't have a direct line to anybody of noble standing.
Yeah, that was something I did with the Tower of Ashmont campaign I did, where you kind of get conscripted into the army without your choice.
You get shanghaied.
Yeah. Something that keeps popping up is like the queen is doing things behind the scene, and I remember Inferno kept wanting like, I want to talk to the queen, and they're like, no. Why would we let you talk to the queen? Like you're a weird like peasant soldier. Do something cool, and maybe we can do something about that. But
Yeah.
and we eventually got to that point. But like that's the thing. It always feels weird to me in games when sure you slay a dragon, yeah, like the king might talk to you and stuff, but spies have to be spies before the game starts. Otherwise, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Yeah.
But you can run those. Those are great. Some people love them. Some people are really good at them. Espionage.
I was gonna play in a game. It was specifically a heist sort of game, not but politics was kind of boiled into it. Not like royal politics, like social climber politics.
I'm rolling dice again, just while you're talking.
Yep. Go ahead.
Ah.
Anyway, the campaign fell through, and I think that playing a political game around politics is probably, it's not only smarter, but it's probably more fun to not deal with the highest echelons of the political system. It's probably more interesting and more fun, and probably you're going to get a lot more real political intrigue if you're dealing with lower rank nobles who are trying to consolidate power.
Yeah. Big burly undead Goliath, I think is what it was. Tanky undead Goliath, yeah.
Undead.
Political intrigue is an interesting one because it really depends on your play style and your intent and your scope. So
Yeah, I think one of the reasons it's kind of hard to get a party to actually do it well in D&D or a Pathfinder campaign is because political intrigue, like, it is a battle, but you don't use swords. You use words.
yeah.
You use words and influence. Those are your tools of combat. Like, it's not that there aren't systems in place in D&D for you to use those, but it's really hard to get an entire party to actually spec into the deception and
Yeah.
And the other things that you would use for an actual political campaign, as
I think a
opposed
big
to
part of
just
that
building
is
a barbarian.
yeah. I think a big part of that is that it's campaign dependent, right? Like
Yeah, yeah.
you have to set up forward, and you can be a barbarian and do that, but yeah, it's way harder. I'm the muscle for this guy. That was so. What I did was essentially envoys are a really fun one. Like you have an NPC or one player who's set up with the envoy capacity of like, hey, I need to get a message to these guys and it's important. And then your party can be whatever. And you're just kind of along for the ride while the political stuff is going on, and then you can influence the people that are it, trading secrets and like putting people in different positions. But at the end of the day, your players are not the diplomats, right?
Yeah.
In that situation, but I've also had people that wanted to play the spy, because there's a bunch of spy archetypes for that,
Yeah. Yeah.
or people that wanted to save their kingdom, kind of, and having to go around and convince people to follow them and stuff. That can be really fun too. But there's a whole bunch of different sides of it, so it really just depends on what you're into.
Yeah. The heist campaign that I was playing in fell through for a number of reasons, but it was in part because about approximately 3/5 of the table decided they were going to be the muscle,
Yep.
and so we didn't have enough intelligent, persuasive characters to actually do what we were trying to do.
I mean,
And nobody really wanted to
it
change.
worked with Inglorious Bastard. Buongiorno. I don't speak any Italian. Like I said, third best. Third best.
Anyway, the character I was going to play for that was a sorcerer. Because high charisma skills.
I think you fiddle with I think you fiddle with intrigue more than you realize.
Probably.
I think part of that might be, like you said, you try to put it in the background, but that just kind of becomes the forefront.
Yeah, it
with,
bleeds
like,
to the surface.
It bleeds to the surface, yeah. Like with the school and the trying to put us in the military and stuff. Like it all kind of finds its way forward.
Anyway, Twin B, do you watch any of Matt Colville? MCDM is the YouTube channel. He does a lot of political intrigue stuff.
Yeah.
His campaigns are pretty brutal, though. The Let's Plays that they've done. I don't know if they've done any recently because I'm not really following it anymore. Fantastic channel for GM advice.
Yep.
But they also did some Let's Plays. I think Matt loves the Dune universe, which is 100% political intrigue.
Yeah, Dune's a good example of that.
Yeah, and they had a 5e campaign. I think it was called the Chains of Acheron. And that was one very brutal, like to the point where characters were dying constantly. But that was also like a huge amount of political intrigue. I liked the way that they handled the character deaths, though, because it was the system was specifically your character always has a subordinate, and if your main character dies, then the subordinate moves up basically, and you get a new character, and then the next time you come to the table, you appoint a new subordinate basically. So
That's
you
great.
always have a backup character.
That's pretty awesome. Game of Thrones is kind of a cool concept for that too, because like the players that are kind of vying for the throne, like that's the whole premise. It's like
Yeah.
they never engage in combat. It's like that's
Yeah.
kind of the whole
True.
shebang, right?
Yeah,
So
they
it's a
they
matter
have
of-
people for that.
Which that could be a really interesting concept for the game of just like every player or every group has a basically like a higher up or a liege lord that they're trying to amplify. That could be fun. That could be an interesting type of campaign. No, but I've been looking into other channels to help me become a DM down the line. Yeah,
Oh.
I mean, Matt Kovale's great for DM aid. Yeah, if you're looking for political intrigue, you might want to look into stuff more like Vampire, The Masquerade.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
those play out pretty well.
Specifically Vampire, because
Just- yeah.
it's all political.
I'm gonna suggest something that I think maybe some people don't look at, but maybe, and not necessarily for a DM, but as a resource for a fun way to do it. Ghost in the Shell. It's
Yeah.
political intrigue, but it's veiled in a cyberpunky sci-fi android paradox thing. It's great.
Yep. You're also like a paramilitary They're
Yeah.
also like a paramilitary organization. So
Who has to save the president and do shit like that.
Yep.
But that's and I think that's an interesting way to look at it. Like an interesting way to take the stance is once again the backloading, right? It's like, okay, you guys
Yep.
are a task force. You guys have worked your way up here, and now you're working for this. And that's a great place to start. Your NPCs can be like the major, who's just like, okay, here's what we're gonna do. Here's your plan. Go do it. Right? It can be very very straightforward, or it can be a little more weird, where you're just kind of showing up your new recruits, and you kind of have to feel out the global climate before you, or the political climate before you can really make any headway.
Yeah. And you could in that situation, you could have characters climbing the ranks like as they level up. Like, level up doesn't actually, like, in world literally means that they get a promotion.
Yeah, there's something I really wanted to play with in the Ashfont campaign that I did a little bit, but not really. Was the act of giving somebody command, right? Like,
Yeah.
I had initially wanted to make sure that the players had to play together, and so I linked them, which was not a unique idea. That totally came from is it Grimrock? I think it's Grimrock. I'll also look that up. Legend of Grimrock, maybe, where you're dropped into a dungeon as prisoners, and you're all chained together, like you're physically chained together, which was their way of explaining why you had 4 characters but stood in a 5x5 foot square. And you could reposition all your characters by like moving them around. So you put your tanks up front, but then if you get attacked on the side, you can move your tanks over here. Really fun, cool little dungeon diving game. I highly suggest it. Legend of Grimrock. I think there's 2 of them now. But and then what I did from there is I said, okay, so everyone's linked together. You have to stay within this aura. And I was like, I'm promoting one character. You are now the captain. The aura is now centered on you permanently. And you have control of whether or not you want to expand or contract that aura. So you can spend your turn to let one player leave the aura. It's like I'm gonna let them do it. I'm gonna let them go and do. And I thought that was really fun. I thought it was unique. It kind of got left and forgotten about towards the end of the campaign,
Yeah.
which was fine. Like I after a little while, it's like, okay, like I think you guys have done this enough, and you're working well enough together that I don't have to like stipulate that it work, right? But
Yeah.
I really like that idea, and I'd love to play with that concept more. But it is what it is.
By the way, Twinbee, another YouTube channel that I like for like GM advice. I suppose it's really more like, yeah, it's still GM advice, but it's kind of like world building mechanics stuff. So it's a lot more how to come up with and balance homebrew stuff, but still a lot of good ideas. The channel is called Monarch's Factory. The woman who runs it is Australian and absolutely brilliant.
Kind of wondering if I should start making videos like that.
I mean, you could. My understanding is they do tend to be kind of more of a niche, have
Yeah.
more of a niche audience, so they probably won't do as well as larger videos. But you're not really putting out larger videos
Right.
anymore, so
And a lot of those are like a lot of them are referred to as talking head
yeah.
videos, where it's just somebody talking into a camera, and that's something I've
Hmm.
been kind of very like pushing against doing.
Yeah.
But it could be something I do. I don't know. That's why I made the mask, and then I never used it. Now I gotta make a bird mask, which I think would be a fun sculpt.
Yeah. Bone is so much fun to sculpt.
Yeah, it is. Okay, I want a little more white here. We're gonna give them an actual. Do. Is it armor? Is it his rib cage? Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
It can be both.
Can be both.
Things can be more than one thing.
That's very true.
That's kind of been my mantra lately. I'm like,
Fuck it, why not both?
yeah. I think probably because I end up saying it at the internet far too often. All of these unnecessary arguments about no, it's this, no, it's this.
Yeah.
It's both, you guys. It can be both. It's more than one thing.
There's a really good old school. I'm gonna do this real quick. See if I can do it. It's an old meme of. I think it's. Shoot, I can't remember. It's like 96, 97. There we go. And then this guy's like, what's the missing number? They're like, oh, this guy says it's 67, but this guy says it's 80 something. I don't remember. Fuck. It was like, hey, this is supposed to show that two people can be right from different perspectives, but it's like, no, that person is right. Like, facts matter. Your perspective is only part of the equation. So that was a horrible anecdote. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. I think I know what you were trying to say.
But yeah, I definitely like. I think it's a good idea to say not just like, why can't it be both? Like, that's a great question. Why can't it be both?
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you need to like actually do your due diligence.
Yeah, no, absolutely. If
Not to
if there
contradict you,
is-
but just for the internet. I wish the internet
yeah.
did that more.
yeah.
I saw a thing that says this. Oh, yeah, I bet you did. It's wrong, but you saw it.
Your truth is not objective truth. The two
Exactly.
things are
There we go.
different.
That's a good way to
Objective
look at it.
truth always has precedence. Things that contradict objective truth are just wrong.
Yep.
But when we're talking philosophical and like poetic sense about things, oftentimes a thing can be more than one thing.
Mm-hmm. I saw Joe Rogan talking about climate change today, and it just got me all up in a
Oh no,
got me all up in a grump.
I'm so sorry.
Sorry. I think I'm about done with this bad boy. His ear's way too high. Oh well. I'll leave it there. Why not? Merge down. Put that over there. We might get through all of them today.
Nice.
NYKTERA. Nycteris Spirit Exemplar?
It's a bat sprite.
Okay. Bat Sprite.
Yes.
Oh,
They're
it's a 2E monster.
Yeah. You can also play one if you play a sprite.
Androgynous bedazzled trinket and wielding bedazzled in trinkets and wielding a spoon shaped like a warhammer. All right.
There's the official art for you, Rook.
Cool.
In the Discord.
Thank you. It looks like a cat.
Kind of.
I watched the latest episode of Dan to Dan.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Interesting choice. One of a spitball suggestion? Yeah, you can do that. GG, that's fine. Somebody on the team was like, okay, episode 7 has to just be a music video. Let's do that. Like, all right.
I mean, it happens in the manga.
Does it? That's funny. Okay. Then I take it back. I take it back.
I mean, they definitely didn't have to go that hard with
They
it.
went
but
real
yeah.
hard, yeah. GG, I can see when you delete a message, so I was responding to the message you deleted.
You
Is
can
that the
and
same
should
thing?
make a character suggestion. We'll add it to the list.
I should have just drawn.
But yeah, the Japanese voice actor, he was like part of a band, and the English voice actor who does it is the lead singer of Dragon Force.
Funny. Oh, that's what you're saying. I remember you telling me that now.
Yeah.
Yep. That's great.
For context, Druid, because I know you don't watch it.
Nope.
One of the characters is possessed by a very, very bad spirit called Evil Eye. And so to exorcise it, they
Invited a heavy metal
try to
band.
hire a band to, like, I guess, distract the spirit called a Hayashi.
Mm-hmm.
And they were not expecting a Japanese metal band with, like, the hair and makeup and everything to show up.
They kept shitting on the bass player, which I thought was really funny.
That's not cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if they were really shitting on him.
Well, he broke one of his strings, and then at the end, you may have noticed, he was trying to put his guitar into a briefcase. And it just kept not fitting.
Yeah, he also just doesn't say anything.
Yeah. It's very, very classic, classic rock band trope.
Yeah, the bass player definitely was, like, based off of a real person. It's like, there's no way this is not a real person.
Well,
I'm not
did
digging this.
the band distraction work?
Spoilers.
You can message me, Corvus.
It's complicated.
Never mind then.
I mean, it's not that complicated. But,
Anime hijinks ensue.
yep.
I assumed that. It's a manga. It's all about hijinks. If they let stuff happen just like
It
Have you guys
in
watched Record
order,
of the
the way it
Lotus
was
War?
going to happen,
Like,
like
years and years
Dragon
ago.
Ball Z would be 10 minutes long.
Right. That show probably is the reason that I draw my elves with huge ears, but who knows? I also play World of Warcraft, so.
Yeah, I don't know. Like Dandadan, I was a little like sus about it because it's a weird. It's weird. It starts out really weird.
Yeah.
It's like,
Let's talk about
should
alien
I be
abductions, anal probes, and like people getting
Oh no.
getting their
Yeah,
testicles
it's-
stolen.
but banana organs,
Yeah.
and it's just it.
Mike, welcome
It
in.
goes off in the
Sorry,
deep
give me a weird
end
time.
like hard.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, but it's just like it's surprisingly really good. I really like how they can seamlessly go from absolute insanity to like really dark and really fun, and then to really funny and really emotional all at the same time. And just like, how in the world?
Yeah, they do a really good job of
Yeah.
kind of keeping it a balance.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they have wings and arms. I disagree.
Well, they're sprites. They're not bats.
That's fair. So they're insects.
Yeah, insects mimicking bats.
Batman, yeah. The man bat. He drinks blood. One of my favorite Justice League quotes. Wait, you're not a vampire? Don't tell me you're just some dude in a costume. Poor Hal Jordan.
Meh. Apparently, Guy Gardner is in the new Superman movie.
Yeah, it's Nathan
Yup.
Fillion. I'm amped.
I hate his stupid bowl cut.
Yeah,
wig
it's always been really
thing.
bad.
It's like, God, this is a horrible.
Supposedly they're
canon.
he's getting his own show, which I'm all for.
I think that's hilarious, and it's probably only specifically happened because Nathan Fillion did such a badass job, and because he was so invested in playing like the worst version of Guy Gardner possible.
I saw an interview with him, and he said that he has said the F word more in that TV show than he has in his entire career up to that point.
Good for him.
So, yeah, we'll see.
Mike is asking what was the prompt for the bat character you're drawing?
Let me look.
They
Dictera
were
Spirit Exemplar, androgynous, bedazzled, with trinkets, wielding a giant spoon-shaped warhammer.
Because they are tiny.
So it's somewhere between
Yeah.
Batman and Count Chocula.
Nyctera are a second edition Pathfinder sub-race, I guess. You can play pixies, and then Nyctera are like a bat-flavored offshoot of a pixie. Bat wings instead of bug wings.
Don't be mad at me, Jared. I'm going to correct you real quick.
Okay.
Technically, they're sprites because pixies is a
Okay.
is a subcategory of sprite. They're actually
Um,
small, so they're actually bigger than normal sprites.
Gotcha.
Wait, the
So if
pixies
you
are
want me
bigger?
to, yeah.
Interesting.
So you're about the size of like a gnome or halfling if you play a pixie.
Gotcha. I love the Dresden universe, where when as a fae, as you gain status and like you actually get stature. So if you're a tiny little pixie and then you get like a promotion, you become a slightly bigger pixie.
Yeah, I like that idea. I like the idea in general that that fey creatures are basically literally physically they become the sum of the choices they make.
Like all of their power is both physical and metaphysical for them.
Yeah.
You can quite literally tell how powerful a fae is just by looking at them. It's like, oh shit, that guy's scary.
I also love the idea that the reason you can't lie to a pixie is because like it's literally built into their character that they can't lie. Like the only truth exists around them.
Yeah, it's not a choice. It's just they just don't. They can't do it.
Yeah.
Physically can't
Yeah.
do it. Wait, what?
And yeah. So if you say something to them meaning to deceive them, but you spoke the words, you can't take it back. You are bound to that because they have taken your words into their being and made them fact.
That's an interesting That's not what I was thinking. But like,
Oh,
I think you can lie to a pixie, but I don't know if they believe it. I mean, my thought was that they physically can't lie because it's just that's not like bending the truth or omitting things is okay, but like they can't physically tell you a lie because it's just they just can't. It's not like you could twist their arm to make them do it. They just physically can't tell you a lie. So how does a rhetorical question work on them? I need help defining a rhetorical question for
of the
a rhetorical question. In my mind, is something that you would ask without needing an answer. But maybe I'm misusing that.
No, I feel like that's a
Yeah.
fair way of looking at rhetorical questions.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I'll be honest, a question that doesn't require or like that doesn't have an answer to me is more of a koan. But that's my
I don't know what word you just said.
a koan.
Yeah.
It's from Buddhism, specifically Zen, where you can part of like it's like I don't even want to say it's a meditation. It's just something that they do in some sects of Zen Buddhism, where they will ask a question that doesn't have an answer, but you're expected to give an answer regardless.
Okay.
And it's, I know, it'll be like asking, what is, what's, I don't know if this is a rule, but it'd be something like, what's the sound that wind makes?
Oh, okay.
Or what's the sound of one hand clapping?
Something to contemplate, but not actually answer.
Yeah. But you're still expected to give a answer in, like, to satisfy your teacher. Like,
Gotcha.
it's not going to be the correct answer regardless, because there is no correct answer.
They
But
just
you have
want
to-
an answer. They want to see how
Yeah.
you interpret it. Like,
Yeah.
Got it.
Interesting.
Drew, tell me more about this Faye thing. Are you saying that Faye cannot be lied to at all? Or do they just know when you're lying?
I think it depends on how powerful the Fae is. I think low-level Fae know when you're lying, but for example, when you make a deal with a hag and you, like, without promising, you just say you can have my firstborn. But it comes down to the contract thing, right? So if you say you can have my firstborn in exchange for this, then you can't ever take that back. It's baked into it.
Okay, I can see that. If you're meaning that as a kind of deception or lie, I can see that. Like, if you're dealing with them in bad faith, right? You can't do that because the contract is binding, regardless of what you say.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Specifically because the contract literally becomes a part of them, a part of their being, the fabric of their reality.
You don't get.
Which
the
is
choice
why
in
when you walk into the
factory.
Feywild and a satyr asks you, "Can I have your name?" you should say no,
No, you may not.
because if you say yes, they can take your name, because you said so. And it doesn't matter that you misinterpreted what they were asking.
Vampire bites a fake creature. You ate free food. You're my new subordinate. No, you're my thrall because I bit you. Well, now you're married.
Yeah. Did you see Twin Bee's suggestion?
I did. Sorry, I added it to the list. I did.
Okay, cool.
We were just talking.
I had to
so
look up what a
didn't
decapodian was. I
see it.
don't
With
watch
mantis
enough
shrimp. I assume
Futurama.
it's just a full-on anthropomorphic decapod.
A decapodian is Zoidberg.
Gotcha.
Zoidberg's species.
Mantis shrimp
Yeah.
people. Took some time off tomorrow, and I am 15 minutes late getting to lunch, trying to get everything ready. Nice. What if you answer like a teacher and tell the satyr, "I don't know, can you?" Don't know, can you?
I think the satyr's going to respond, "I can, but I would like your permission." Because
I just need you to give it.
yeah, the Fae have rules, right? Like, their social rules are different than ours, but they do have social rules.
Yeah, for everybody that's like you have to have a contract for like the Fae to fuck you over. I mean, they just steal babies all the time.
Yeah.
Just they can also be criminally awful things. So yeah, just don't trust the Fae.
That actually comes down to part of their rules, and one of
You left this
I
baby
think-
unattended. It's mine now.
exactly. That is literally a story point in Thistle and Time is the book, but it's a collection of old, I think it's Irish folklore.
Could be. They were pretty Fae.
And
maybe.
so a single mother has to leave her child. She leaves her child close to where she's working in a bower she weaves out of spruce branches, I think, in order to keep it safe, comfortable, and warm. And when she's not there to to she come, and I believe in the text, the thing that they say is that which is abandoned is ours to take. And again, it doesn't matter that you were that the mother was going to come back. The mother is not there when they found the baby, and therefore the baby is now theirs. It's all part of the rules.
There's one rule.
You left this sock unattended. It is mine now. You cannot have it back. You don't need to know why I want it. I do, and it's mine.
First rule, only yes or no questions. Second rule, don't be a dumbass. How am I supposed to follow that? Shut the fuck up. Okay, we need some more trinkets on here. Some more baubles. Maybe another earring or two. Maybe a big old pouch on this leg.
Can I have your attention? Thanks. Enjoy the ADHD. Yeah, I saw that. That was really good. The terms are mercurial and capricious. I always ask is why do you want to know? Yeah, it's pretty good to, like, if you don't want to answer a question, just ask another question, right? Like that's politics 101.
What's your name?
Yeah. Can I have your name? Can I have yours?
Oh, you should not do that in one of my campaigns. I'm just going to tell you right now. Because my Fae would say yes.
Yeah, I mean,
In which
trading
case-
names of the face seems pretty reasonable.
Yeah.
What that entails, I don't know, but
It entails a literal swap of identity. They can now come and go, and you are now trapped in the Feywild. Anything that was after them or owned them now owns you, and they are now a free agent with your soul. I read too much creepy shit.
You do. Oh, hello.
Probably wouldn't actually like have that much of an effect on the table, because I would just be like, okay, here, we're gonna swap on your character sheet. You or add to your backstory that you everything is the same, but you are now a Fae, and you've taken over everything that was your previous character.
I'd be fine with that. I'd be fine with just swapping characters with that character.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you're in charge of this, whatever I was doing right now.
Congratulations, you've pissed off 14 hags and 2 demon lords. Give me my name back. Never. Yeah, good morning. Did you have a good nap?
Oh, God.
Nope. Got a cranky boy.
Guess that means it wasn't a good nap, or maybe it was too good of a nap.
It was an hour and a half, so it's not too bad. Da, 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 da. There's always the whoa, what's that about? What's that about, kid? I had a lot of friends that were argumentative, I'll say. They just wanted to be argumentative.
Yep.
So like that kind of stuff they loved and lived for, and like I have to be able to
one up you, or I'm not not happy with myself. So we didn't play with a lot of Fae back then. But that can be fun. It can be fun.
It can be, yeah. Again, everybody at the table's got to be on board. It's like BDSM. You got to trust and be trusted.
We playing a Fae campaign? What's the safe word? What's that about? What's up with this kid? What's going on? What do you see?
I mean, for being honest, I feel like every campaign should have like some sort of safe word.
Well, I mean, as long as it's not being weird, you can just be like, I'm out.
Yep.
I'm not having fun anymore. Shh, it's not your turn and turn order yet.
Safe word is Torbeck.
It looks like he's sitting on the other guy now, and that's fine. Alright, let's try to do one more. I think we can do one more. Goblin Cavalier riding a Fasteth? Is that a dog?
I don't know.
It says Big Sir Didymus vibes, which I think is the guy from Labyrinth, right? What's that guy's name?
I think so.
I never watched Labyrinth.
Oh, you should watch Labyrinth.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
great.
Sir Didymus is the terrier knight from
What's going
Labyrinth.
on? I think the kid's teeth
My
are hurting him.
least favorite character.
You don't like him?
I found him grating and annoying.
Tiny swashbuckling dog riding a larger dog? That's great.
I mean, that in concept is very funny, but the fact that he's supposed to be a knight but has zero empathy or self-awareness or understanding for anyone around him outside of what he deems to be chivalrous, I didn't like him. Give me Ludo every day.
Torbeck's not a pervert, he's a bugbear. I'll be right back. Egg dunk.
It was allegedly.
My girlfriend had a wand like that.
Oh. Can't do a Torbeck voice. It was allegedly. I gotta smoke more or something. We're gonna do that. Goblin Cavalier. We can do that.
I can only do the tiny donkey version of Torbeck's voice. But anybody who can do a falsetto can do that, so it's not impressive. Oh,
Yeesh.
Yeah? What do you got? He's a goblin?
Yubbos.
I like the idea that goblins try to wear helmets, but they're too small. So they just put them on their heads.
I mean, isn't that not where you're supposed to put your helmets?
No, I mean like just sit them on their heads. So they always have helmets on their heads. Like a hat.
Oh.
You wear the helmet like a hat because it's just too big. The head's too big.
I agree, especially if the helmet in question is a pot.
That's always good too.
It's good to have serious goblins every once in a while, but for the most part, they should be goofy little guys. In my opinion.
Is this a suggestion, Elliot? 'Cause I don't understand these words you're putting down. Blank the blank blank, writing Ludo the bear. Is Beast Heart a thing?
Narrow the dissonance, Beast Heart, writing Ludo the Bear. I'll look it up.
Do you want to join us in the army of the undead?
Not really.
Not
That's too fucking bad.
Man, Shuchuru's animations of the deviled eggs bit
Yeah.
have been coming out, and those are killing me every single time. The mouse tells nothing but lies. So what you're saying is I should murder Bitsy. Whoa, no, hold on.
That's a little extreme, don't you think? I still don't know what this dog thing I'm supposed to be drawing is. Fasted? Is that a dog or a horse?
I don't know.
Mastiff?
Maybe they were trying to write Mastiff?
I don't know.
Because they wrote Fasteed, which I don't know what that is.
Did you Google it?
No, I did not. I just started drawing a goblin. Per my usual. I didn't actually plan on drawing the dog, but...
What mice
here
are
we
you
are.
talking about?
What mice are you talking about?
Being able to do that drop is pretty impressive.
The fact that Derek could just like pull that out of nowhere in the middle of the bit at the table is shockingly impressive and so funny.
Hey, you know the rules.
It's a raptor.
Ah,
It's the name of the raptors from Eberron.
I watched the new Jurassic Park movie.
Yeah.
It's okay. It looks amazing. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but I don't know. It wasn't bad. One of my friends watched it. And he's like, I had to walk out, and I was like, really? Like, I was not that mad at it. So I don't know. People.
trying to think if there's definitely been movies that I've just like stopped watching. Can't think of any of them
Yeah.
right now.
I mean, for me, never in a theater.
Kid, you got about 2 seconds to stop that. Okay, if you don't want this, I'm taking it away from you. Yeah, you're getting milk everywhere. I don't want my
Better
desk
than
to
2-day-old fermented apple juice.
Like you're speaking from experience.
Okay.
I was referencing what Rook told us the other day about his child being obsessed with old apple juice that he stashed.
Yep.
I must have missed this.
I'll give him apple juice, and then I'll lose the cup. And then, like, 2 days later, he'll show up with that cup again. It's like, where did you have that? Don't drink that. Stop it. What are you doing? Here's the problem with the new Jurassic Park movie. I don't remember how it ended.
Oh dear. That's telling.
Yeah. It looked really pretty. The story kind of didn't matter.
I mean, neither did in the fourth Jurassic Park movie.
Yeah, the last
Jurassic
ones
World.
were not good either. I think there was something about a clone. Like, the girl was a clone? Is that what it was?
Oh, they're cloning people now?
I think so. I think those are the last ones were about.
No. I guess if they're cloning dinosaurs, it makes sense they'd clone people too.
Jurassic World is turning into primordial soup. I failed my basic bard test as I can't pass a ludonarrative dissonance pun. I don't remember what ludonarrative is. I think Aaron Hansen bitched about it once, and I checked out. What do you got? I think the biggest problem with the story arc for that movie, the new movie, is that they have this premise where they're like, oh, we're going to this island where we put all the mutated rejects. And then that never really comes up. I think it was like an excuse just to have weird-ass dinosaurs in the movie.
Yeah, like, why would the company allow those things to be, alive? Why not just...
They said in the movie, it's because you spent $17 million to build something. You don't just throw it away.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, whatever.
I call bullshit on that.
Sorry.
That's where it just falls apart. The narrative falls apart really fast. The story writing was really, really weird.
Oh, my God.
But it looked really good.
Guess that's the only thing that matters to some people.
Stop writing shitty movies. Make good movies, please.
I made a very, very chunky dinosaur here. It's the disconnect between the game story and the game mechanics. Ah, yeah, that sounds like something that Aaron Hansen would bitch about. Oh, like, you happen to be the one to save the world, but you have an infinite number of respawns. Ludonarrative dissonance, I get it. Transformers movies were widely successful, and they made it entirely of CGI and vibes. And Mike, welcome in, by the way. I think I said that earlier, but I might not have. Save word your social security number. Car manufacturing placement. Let's see what I was going to say about the CGI or Transformers. Check out the sweet Mustang. Did we mention that it was a Mustang? This one turns into a Mustang.
So dumb.
I said something to Jumper while we were watching the movie. I was like, why do they keep making the T-Rexes look like this? Because I think they don't look like that. And, like, we've known that for a while now because it's been so long. And then immediately this morning, I saw a scientist discover that what they thought T-Rexes looked like was wrong. And it was Jurassic Park had it right. I was like, now I don't know who to believe. I'll have to do more research.
I'm sorry?
Who published this?
The internet. Like, that's what I'm saying. I didn't actually look at it.
Yeah.
My question. Here we go. T-Rexes. Yeah, big old.
Yep.
I read an article saying that in the original Jurassic Park, they purposefully made the T-Rex look more like the T-Rex skeleton than it should have. So they're more skeletal.
Yeah,
and I'm like, that's not right. That looks more like an alligator versus what they should look like, which is closer to a bird. And then I remember reading an article years ago about like T-Rexes having lips, so you wouldn't see their teeth. And then the article I saw found a fossil where the teeth were sticking out. So it's like, which one is it? Do the teeth stick out or not? That's what I want to know.
Okay.
I'm just gonna type into Google, do T-Rex have lips? Yes.
Well, my understanding based on the YouTube channel Your Dinosaurs Are Wrong, which is run by an actual paleontologist who reviews actual published research, is that...
I'll put it in the Discord. This is what I was talking about. Like,
Yeah.
this is the question I have. Which one of these is more correct?
I think you actually split the difference. I think that the tips of the teeth stuck out because the research that was quoted in the video I saw, if I'm remembering correctly, was that the like upper third to 2/3 of the tooth had a different wear pattern that suggested that it was covered by flesh, that it was covered by lips.
Copy. Here's another good example of what I was talking about. Like, they purposely just like let the skeleton be the skeleton of the skull. They make it look very skeletal,
which makes it more scary. Which is probably the reason that they did
exactly
it.
what they wanted.
And yeah, they made artistic choices to make the movie more compelling, and I respect that.
Copy image. Chunky boys. My favorite thing is the what if T-Rexes stored fat like birds, and so you get you get the real pudgy
Real pudgy T-Rex. So the T-Rex that looks like a what's it called? A chickadee.
Super funny. Super funny. I typed in fat T-Rex, and apparently I had already searched that.
Of course you did.
There it is. I'll post that in here too, just because I love this. That's an artist search if I've ever heard one. Yeah. One of my favorite out of context things that I've said when I was in college was, I can't do anything this weekend. I have to bone a dinosaur. They did a weird thing with the Titanosaurus. Titanosaur tail. Where it's like infinitely long.
Mm-hmm. I've seen a lot of. I don't actually know where this comes from because I don't know that the our fossil evidence supports this, but I've seen a lot of. I've seen a lot of supposedly scientific drawings where the dinosaur is rendered with like they have a really stubby tail base, and then it gets to be like a really, really, really long whip. And I'm also not, like that. And I'm also really not sure where that comes from.
What are you doing, kid? Just tramping around chasing after a ball with a stick. It sounds pretty good. How's your project coming along good?
I'm struggling. I put it aside and I've been looking at how other artists are dealing with similar.
I think I'd like to start drawing my maps. Kind of the way you did with the pencil thing.
Oh, yeah?
I want to try that for one or two. Which I might do on the next little jaunt of our journey.
Part of me really likes it, the way I draw maps, because it's pretty easy to read, but also it gets really frustrating to draw multiple maps because I usually tend to have to outline basically everything, all of the walls of everything that I've drawn like 7 to 12 times.
Mm-hmm.
And that becomes onerous after a couple of maps.
I mean, that's the thing about commission work for me, right? It's like
Yep.
It's like you do the sketch, and then you do the re-sketch, and then you do the final sketch, and then you do the line art, and then sometimes you redo the line art.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so sick of drawing this, but Sir Bones, welcome in, by the way. the bloody love of God is that it's cute. Are we talking about the turkey turkey T-Rex I just posted, or the what are we talking about?
The goblin riding the raptor.
Goblin riding a raptor. It's pretty good. I feel like he needs a little. If he's a cavalier, he's got to have nice hair. This was just supposed to be a helmet, but I think it's gonna. I'm gonna make it like curly locks now. That could be way more funny. Yep, it's a goblin riding a dinosaur. Oh, the dinosaur. Yeah, that's the that's someone envisioning what Sue the T-Rex would look like if T-Rexes were actually birds. Which is really cute, except they still have teeth. And that, for some reason, makes it scary. I don't like things to have feathers and teeth. Ducks can just fuck right off. I've been trying to use a new method for drawing faces, and it's been helping out a little bit. But it's like, you find the placement, and then you find the eyes, and then you draw your face mask into it. And that way you always have your orbitals and your cheekbones placed correctly before you even start drawing the face.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm digging it. It's helping out. Oh, and that's a kid in the bathroom. 1 second. The door's supposed to be... Okay. You want to draw, kid? There you go. Have fun. We'll let him draw for a little bit, then we'll call it. You have Megalodon, dude? That's awesome. I would love to find a shark tooth on the beach once, but never happened. I went to the Oregon Bay Aquarium, Depot Bay Aquarium, somewhere, and they have a big megalodon mouth. Okay, kid. And I didn't realize. I'm like, oh yeah, it's just made out of plaster or whatever. But apparently, all of the teeth are real. And I was like, oh, I wish I would have paid closer attention because those are massive.
Yeah. I didn't know that. I would have assumed that they put replicas on display.
Okay, kid. Think it's as big as your hand? Yeah, I don't doubt it. Okay, kid. You're pushing buttons. Nope. Well, we got 2 left. I could try to do them. And then maybe we do something else on Friday. Or I could save them for Friday. I need you to stop. Honestly, I'm surprised the kid is being as chill as he is.
Don't jinx it.
You cannot take my pen. A decapodian mantis shrimp. Is that for a game? Or is it only Futurama? It's like part of me wants to just draw mantis shrimp. Or is a mantis shrimp the disclaimer on the monk? Pistol shrimp punch.
Not the same.
It's not a thing.
Oh, pistol shrimp are a thing. They're just not the same as mantis shrimp.
Oh. Are you sure?
Yeah.
I thought the only denotion was the type, like their arm shape.
No, they're pistol shrimp are like really or not super small, but they're small compared to a mantis shrimp. A mantis shrimp like so there's like 2 body types of mantis shrimp: the skewers and the bowling ball hands.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so there are mantis
And
shrimp with
the pistol shrimp.
They have this thing, the little clicker.
Have I think of the term. They can do something similar to what a the bowling ball mantis shrimp can do, but like it's between their between the claws.
So pistol shrimp, mantis shrimp. I think is what you're trying to tell me.
But they are actually 2 different shrimps.
Okay. Kid, I don't know what you're doing. Yeah. Sir Bones, I don't know what you're talking about. Did you cut yourself with your shark tooth? I'm lost. I need to look up mantis shrimp. God, they're always weirder than I remember.
Yep. Inevitably.
Why do I think they have oblong eyeballs? Is that the pistol shrimp?
There might be some crabs.
Might be some crabs.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think you've just been drawing crabs too much. So Here's a pistol shrimp.
Yeah, okay. That's just a shrimp.
Yep.
Yeah,
With
mantis
like an
shrimp
extra large.
is just nightmare fuel.
Yep.
I want to take up a martial arts just so I can wear a gi around the house again.
Where what?
A gi.
Oh.
Like
You could just be a weeb and wear one.
good. Gotta earn it.
Gotta earn it.
Got to the hospital for an infection. Ooh. It's that sharp, really. That's impressive. Bones are weird. They're just rocks. Rocks that we grow in our bodies. Computers are just rocks that people tricked into thinking for us. Take that one to your existential hole. I don't know where we're going today. My brain is everywhere. Surprisingly, no caffeine. Maybe that's the problem. Should this be the final boss of my game? Just a crab wearing a... It could definitely be a character, which would be really funny.
Yeah.
Beat the hardest setting and unlock the mantis shrimp, and just pop, 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 pop. I need to get the... Actually, that's a good question. If I started doing game streams, is like sound effects a good thing to do on stream? Or would that be super fucking annoying?
Oh.
You did almost die there. That's terrifying. Careful with your shark teeth, people.
Yeah, seriously. My initial thought is that would probably be super annoying.
Who wants to hear me try to design a bow sound effect for 2 hours?
People on the internet that love that.
I just gotta find the right ASMR channel and rock it.
Just try to copy the Game Grumps bow sound effect for when they're killing Koroks.
Sorry, did Grandpa. Interesting. Ghosts.
turned him off. Hey, you turned him off. Where's his foot again? Okie dokie. Alright, let's paint this mofo green and go from there and see what happens. What's the crab guy's name from Dan to Dan?
PP Weenie.
PP Wee Wee, yeah. Ridiculous.
But it works. I don't know how, but it does.
As in, like, his name fits? Or what do you mean it works?
The overall concept of
Okay.
Dan to Dan.
Yes.
It's such a outrageous show.
It's pretty weird.
I literally have no idea what to do with the information you've told me about it.
I mean, I would watch it. I would just go watch it. And just be aware that you're going to watch the first episode and you're going to be like, I think this is a hentai. And you're like, yeah, you just got to wait. It's fine.
Yep. We would not lead you astray.
It starts off really, really, really pervy. And then it gets adorable and funny. And weird. And sad.
Yep.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta exercise some spirits, man.
Yep.
That's how it goes.
And fight off alien invasions. Well, not really invasions, but close enough.
So shiny. Balls of iron. Oh, was this your suggestion? Can't remember who suggested this one. I think it was someone in chat. Oops, the eyes are not supposed to be the same color as the body. Yeah, yeah. I feel like I forgot the giant antennas. There we go. We'll just sneak them in there.
I like your color work on it.
References.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Even with references, it still would have confounded me.
It's tough. It's a lot of weird shit. Something I do love about the Mantis trip, whatever the hell they're called,
They look like they've been airbrushed, which is awesome.
Yeah.
I don't dig it. It's a Chinese name from a meme. Ah. Okay. It is 2:15. I think I should probably call it here. Kid has run wildly out of the room, which worries me. So I will go see what he's doing. And I think we're gonna call it for the day. We got one left, so I'll work on that one on Friday, or we'll work on something else if I don't get any more. Maybe we'll make it a Patreon stream. Could I just do that one? It says a literal tree frog with a little pond inside it. I don't know what that means. Let's draw one more frog. I can make sure the boy is okay. And then we'll draw a tree frog, and then we'll call it a day. Hey, bear. Getting a lot done today. Kind of excited.
Yeah. I'm impressed.
Hello.
Oh,
Hey, Dogcore. Welcome in. Rook just stepped away to double check the kid is still alive.
Good.
He's fine. Tree frog with a little pond inside it.
a literal tree frog. Does that mean like a frog made of a tree?
Yeah. Kappas aren't frogs, right? They're turtles.
I think so.
Well, some of them are turtles. Not, and I'm not saying that to be like facetious or anything. It's just, it's
I mean, they're their own creature, right?
yeah.
They
Like
resemble
some of them look like birds, some look like monkeys. They all have the bow on their head.
Some of them look like creepy old men.
Yep. Kappa is Kappa.
Dalcor, welcome in. I'd invite you to draw today if you want, but we're just about done. You're still welcome to if you want.
Yeah. I'm looking at some I only did one drawing as a part of Art Fight this year. And so I'm just looking at I don't know. Catching up, seeing if anybody else sort of like did stuff for me that I just completely spaced, and we'll have to look at.
Oh, like r/character
Next year.
drawing? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Might need to get back on there. I haven't had any commissions in a while.
Are you familiar? Yeah, you're familiar with Art Fight. Art Fight's just like it's something that happens monthly, or like happens 1 month out of the year.
Oh, the art fight? Is that what you said? You're really quiet.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
Okay, right here.
Oh, I can make it louder.
That's better.
See, I thought I got a really good mic, and I did, but I got a mic that's like has to be placed in front of my face, and I'm just not used to that. My old mic
Picked up everything.
would like
Forever.
pick me up anywhere in the room.
Yeah.
I should also research microphones before I pick them up, rather than just picking up well-reviewed microphones. Not that that happens often.
I don't know what kind of clothes to put on this guy. I mean, I guess it's a tree frog. Maybe I make his body much shorter and just give him huge legs. And big old long gangly arms. I really like that wrist, but I'm not a fan of the arms here. Hold on. Try again. Nothing wrong with trying again. Julia, you just drew the same thing.
You
moved
didn't
the eyes
change
down.
anything. Yeah.
Made
You
the
moved
face
the
sm-
whole face down, and then you cut the top of the head off.
I don't think I've watched any Drawfee in like 2 years.
Jacob and Julia have a kid.
recently.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's how long it's been.
Yeah. They are currently on on
Maternity leave?
child leave.
Paternity leave?
Yeah. Maternity and paternity leave. So Nathan and Karina and whatever friends they can wrangle into keeping their channel going are holding down the fort. I think Jacob is coming back to work this week, and Julia's starting back up on some administrative duties. But yeah,
Kids is a pain in the butt. A lot of work.
I've really enjoyed the stuff they've been putting out with their current workflow. I think the funniest, or the episode I found the funniest that I enjoyed in recent time was Nathan draws a creature and Karina makes it sexy.
Okay. That was pretty good.
The prompt, yeah. So the prompt was literally Nathan just draws a like a D&D-esque sort of monster, whatever he can think of off the top of his head, and then Karina gets to Gajinka it, turn it into a
Turned into a JoJo
boy's-
character.
turn it into a boys love character basically.
Gotcha.
I really, I hadn't watched like Drawfee for also like maybe even going on like 3 or 4 years. And recently I've been watching them a lot, and so I really enjoyed the episode they had recently where they had the professor on.
Yep. That was very funny.
Like the professor?
For the people who don't know, the professor from Tolarian Community
cool.
College.
Yeah.
Yeah. I believe they kind of did a channel swap, right? Because Nathan, I don't know if that video is released yet because I don't follow the professor, but Nathan, I believe, plays Magic with the professor.
I think so. I think you're correct. I think you're correct. You are correct. I just don't know if it has come out yet.
It's one of the few times in my life when I've been like, you know what? I wish I followed Magic more.
We could play some Magic.
There, as somebody who doesn't follow Magic a lot, I find that the games they play are quite fun.
That's good.
They're
Every time
playing
working
very well
Corvus-
balanced constructed decks. Is I think the
Uh,
like, it's not people bringing their own decks. They're just like, hey, here's the deck I'm gonna play. And so I think they
Yeah.
have a little bit of balance coming in, which is cool.
that's good.
Unlike a lot of the
Every
other
time-
Magic content creators, which are just like, I built an infinite combo and I'm gonna go smash some noobs with it. It's like, cool.
Yeah. Every time Rook and Corvus and one of my other friends, Big on the Mothboy, is his handle on Discord. Whenever they all get talking about Magic the Gathering stuff, like I really try to participate, but I've got so little reference.
I
like to complain
I
about
just
it.
had a visceral memory of that one duel I had that went on for like ever.
Yeah, it was you were playing an attrition deck whose only goal was to make you surrender,
Yep.
and you didn't.
I did not. I
Because you were playing
I
a life
won.
game deck.
it was ludicrous.
That sounds horrible.
It was. They were trash. I'm just gonna say this. They were a trash human being for playing that deck. I really disliked them.
Was it an online game?
Yeah. They were playing a blue black deck, and that's just horrible.
Mm.
Like Rook said, they were trying to attrition me to death, and it did not work.
Siege Warfare in MTG.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it's been around for a while.
I'm not surprised. Just disappointed.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I had a great deck either. I had a Angel Life Gain deck.
Also horrible, but it's alright.
The only decks I know about are horrible, as far as I can tell. Eldrazi's, infinite mana. Dagon's got a vampire deck that sounds horrible. The art is so good, though.
I think we're done. I think you did it. I think we done did it. We got a bat, we got a frog, we got a Grand, we got a mantis shrimp, we got a goblin, and a undead Goliath. It's a pretty good day. It's a pretty good day.
Pretty good.
Good. I am going to be trying to do the last little finishing touches on the game demo, and then I'm going to send that off to the Patreon members as well as the Discord members. If you would like a copy of that to play it, let me know. I'll send it to you in Discord. Otherwise, we'll be back. It's only Wednesday. It feels like a Friday to me, but it's Wednesday. So tomorrow I'll probably try to stream on Twitch tomorrow night to get some asset art stuff done for the game, which could be really fun. I'm gonna keep working on the videos, and I don't know. We'll find something fun to do on Friday. Maybe we'll do a Patreon viewer suggestion or something. That could be cool. So that's all I have. We're gonna call it. Thanks for hanging out today, Druid, Corvus, Doc. Stay happy, stay healthy, keep your dice on the table, everybody, and we'll see you next time. Bye.